Welcome back to another episode of The Sideline. I'm Eugenio Jada. This is
Alex Couto.
I'm Nick Riego.
And today we're going to be talking about basketball most likely because Alex here, he's a point guard for our basketball team, committed, playing college. So tell us a little bit, tell people about yourself.
I play basketball here at Carmel, 3-year starter. Going to play basketball at Huntington University. And I just played basketball my whole life, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, I know you have a couple questions.
Yeah, for sure. So, to start out, what got you interested, in the sport that you're playing?
I played basketball ever since I was like a little kid, so it's always been like the first thing I want to do when I wake up, and I just always loved it. It's never really gone away from me, and just love playing.
For sure. And is there any moment during your basketball career that's shaped you as a person?
I'd say kind of getting into high school, playing high school basketball, learning from all the older guys, them kind of showing me how things work, and how the game's different from middle school and stuff to getting into high school and playing bigger and better guys.
Yeah. So, speaking on that, so you've been playing varsity basketball for a while now. Ever since you got into high school, you've been playing some varsity basketball. What's that been like for you? Because your roles definitely changed throughout the years from being a freshman on varsity, obviously now being a senior, being the leader, being the guy who's been there for 4 years, the guy that they're looking to every year. What's that been like?
Yeah, so coming in freshman year, I was on JV, and then sophomore year, I started, and since middle school, you're playing dudes your age, and who you're going to play against, but when you get to high school, it's there's guys that you're playing against juniors and seniors when you're just a sophomore or freshman, so that's obviously different just with how they play and how their body is, and yours is not there yet, so just got to get used to it.
Yeah.
For sure. So you've played a lot of tough games, against high-ranked teams. How do you prepare yourself for games like that in high-pressure situations?
Yeah, usually it's just a lot of film. So if we have a game on a Friday or Saturday, me personally, I'll start watching film on Tuesday or Wednesday, and then we'll scout Wednesday at practice and get to know what they do, what their personnel is, and try and do anything we can to help them not do that against us. But it's not a lot of pressure, more just staying on my assignments, and yeah.
So so do you take that same with that approach of film? So would you say you're more of a guy who's who gets in there this more film study, or are you more of a guy who likes to be on the court, getting your shots up, doing that stuff? Where you say you found a good balance of film study and being on the court and
I'd probably say both. Just right now, it's just a lot of me being in the gym because we don't have a game for a while, and then we're in the preseason. So right now, it's just a lot of being in the gym. I'll watch film on our practice and stuff and see what we can work on. But when it's in the season, it's more just recovery and film, just knowing who the next opponent is and what they do well and how we can stop it.
Mm-hmm. For sure. So you've been starting obviously since you were young. What advice would you give to someone, younger like you were that looks up to you?
I would probably just say, don't stop doing, what you love. Because, when I was a freshman, I thought I was just going to play freshman my freshman year, sophomore, junior year, probably play JV, and then varsity. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be a starter as a sophomore. And so, I just worked every day and never took a day off. And, I was a small guard, and a lot of people didn't think I was ever going to really play here, so, and now I am, so I would just say keep going and don't let people tell you what you can't do.
Yeah. That's a really powerful message right there.
For sure.
Yeah. So off the court, what's some stuff that you say you like to do for fun? We know you like to hoop a lot, but outside of hooping, what's some stuff that you really care about that is important to you?
Yeah. I like to hang out with my family and friends a lot. That's really I golf a lot, but when I hang out with my family and friends and do other stuff, it really gets my mind off basketball, and which is nice to forget about it for a second. But I'm just hang out with my family and friends. That's really it. Golf a little bit, yeah.
For sure. How do you think you separate the elite athletes from just like the regular teams?
Yeah, I'd say I'm just like always doing extra, like even if it's like in the gym, in film, I'm writing notes about what the other team does and how we can stop them and get the win. But just like taking care of my body and stuff. A lot of people just go practice and then go home. Like you could stay after, get a shooting workout in or something, and get some recovery instead of just going straight home. Keeping my body right.
It's good. So, with that, like, how would you say, like, recovery has like changed a lot from like as a freshman? Because I know, like, for me at least, like when I played football, like as a freshman, like recovery like wasn't really like the main, like I wasn't really thinking about that a lot, but like as I've gotten older, like recovery's been like more and more on my mind. So like, how do you think that's like been for you?
Yeah, I'd say like freshman year, I just thought I was never gonna like get sore, or, like feel sore and not get injured, I guess. But like if I'm at practice and then like after, like 10 minutes after, like I'll be sore from just doing a lot of stuff. I'll need to go to the like trainer, get some recovery, get ice and stuff. But I'd say it's just like my body growing into like an older like player, I guess. Because when I was like a freshman and sophomore, I was really just focused on basketball only. So I guess it's more just like getting older and playing a lot more. So yeah,
for sure. So how do you go about balancing? Because obviously you watch a lot of film and you put in a lot of work. So how do you balance your schoolwork and your personal life with also basketball?
Yeah, I'd say like schoolwork. Like I always try and get that done first, just so I can be done and be focused on basketball and other things. But I'd say like during the season, it's really just a lot of film and basketball, and then school is important. I'll do that later at night and stuff, make sure I get enough sleep. But it's really a lot of school, or a lot of film and basketball like during the season, just focused on that. But school is still important.
For sure.
But no, okay, so in the locker room, what's something that what's the music that really gets you jamming? What's something that the basketball team likes to listen to? Like, what are you guys listening to usually?
Pre-game we usually listen to a lot of like rap stuff, like Young Boy's
a favorite in the locker room.
Yeah, probably. I mean, Drake's good, but I don't know. That's not super like hype. Like we kind of get a little bit loud in there sometimes.
You get loud on Drake in there?
Oh yeah, sometimes. It's mainly Young Boy and Kid Carson a little bit, but
okay.
It's more just like getting locked in, and then the music's just loud, but we're not really loud until after we win.
Oh, y'all get it?
Yeah.
For sure.
A little rowdy.
Yeah.
So speaking of being loud, how do the fans, at home games or even at away games, how does that affect the way that your team plays?
Yeah, I feel like near the end of the season, like in the middle of the season to the end last year, our home games were just like, we had a lot of home court advantage. We had so much more students come out to the games and stuff, and it got super loud, and not a lot of the teams wanted to come play at Carmel. But the away games, those were hard too, because you guys know, because football, everyone wants to beat Carmel. So when they beat us, it's like they win the natty. So like winning on the road's a big thing, but they always try and get it super packed and super loud, so it's a big factor. But we just try and stay focused and do the job and get the win.
So, what would you say your favorite moment has been here at Carmel, like on the court?
I'd probably say this past year, honestly. We started off a little shaky. We were like, I don't even know what our record was, but we started winning, and it would be 2 number 1 teams back-to-back at home, and that kind of just like started a little run for us. And we just like, because like no one thought we were ever gonna like start winning, and then we like it just clicked, and then we just started winning. But yeah, I'd say that's one of my favorite moments here as a player.
For sure. So you started as a sophomore, right? So how did playing with older guys kind of affect your game?
Yeah, I'd say like when I was a sophomore, it was really like I was probably like the 3rd or 4th guy that we'd go to. So it was more just like help get my teammates open and help them get their shots, and then I can do my part and get some shots every now and then. But now that I'm older, it's more like you're getting up on the chart, like you're the first or second guy, maybe the first guy, and then they help you get shots. But it's helped me since I was younger, just like know that I can always help other people get shots and get them the ball.
For sure.
So, we're getting towards the end of this, but I want to ask you, like, what are your goals for this season? Like, what's something that, like, you want to try to do this season on the court?
Yeah,
maybe off the court too.
Yeah, I'd say have a really good season. I haven't won a sectional here since I was at Carmel, and I've always seen Carmel teams win a sectional and even state. So, obviously, getting through the sectional and then seeing how far we can go, get to state, win state, that's always the main goal. But, yeah, I'd probably just say winning state, having a great season this year, and, yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
For sure.
You got anything else to say? Yeah.
Anything else you want to put
Anything
out
else you
there?
want to put out there for the world? I mean,
Come to the games this year.
hey, show up. Pack the house.
Get students to the games this year.
All right. Hey, thank you for watching another episode of The Sideline. I've been Eugenio Jod, and this is
Alex Couto.
Nate Griego.
Thank you.